This is the full weekly reading for thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. This week's theme is about emerging or allowing yourself to be seen. Hi, I'm Lori. I'm a tarot reader and spiritual counselor. And each week I share intuitive messages to help you connect with your inner guidance. In my work with clients, I've noticed that people tend to move through life in four different ways: as thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. And if you'd like to discover which one tends to be your starting point, I created a quiz and it's available in the description below. Each of these ways of moving through life also connect to the suits in the tarot. The thinkers connect to the swords, the feelers to the cups, the doers to the wands, and the builders to the pentacles. Most of us naturally do lean towards one, but we have all four within us. And some weeks we may lean more toward being in the feeler pathway, and some weeks we may be doing, and some weeks we may be building. So you can either follow the one that the quiz tells you lean most naturally towards, or if you're sensing that you're on another pathway that week, listen to that reading for the week. This week's theme is actually about emerging or allowing yourself to be seen. So let's take a look at the cards for the week. We're going to begin with the thinkers, people who tend to process life through their mind or their intellect. Let's see how the theme of emerging or allowing yourself to be seen plays out for you this week. You know, things are going to move really quickly for you, and it's going to require some kind of commitment. So for the thinkers, the way that you're going to be seen is you're going to be recognized and you're going to be asked to commit to something. It's going to surprise you a little bit. And of course, a lot of anxieties are going to come up. You're going to want to overthink it. But what is really important for you is to find your voice. It feels like that's what's emerging this week. The ability to find your voice and ask for what you would like in this situation. Because if you're going to commit, it's really important for you to be able to set some of the parameters for that. That way, it will feel like you were part of the process as well, and you helped create it. Otherwise, you will come to regret it in the end or not enjoy it as much. So what is important to emerge from you this week is your thoughts and your ideas around what's being offered to you. Very, very important. You have to be part of this process, because what it's triggering is that part of you that just wants to go along and be the good girl or the good boy and make everybody happy. And you'll be happy enough with the commitment, with what's being given you, but in the long run, you won't. So what's important is for you to find your voice and co-create what this commitment will bring and what it offers you. And you'll be happy that you did. All right, we're going to look at the reading now for the feelers, people who tend to process life through their emotions. Let's see what's emerging for you this week. You know, it is showing that for you, what's emerging is the anxiety that you have around feeling angry about something. And you don't want to say anything, but the more you bottle it up inside, the more you try to rationalize it or intellectualize it, the more you're going to feel frustrated, and you're going to find yourself what's going to emerge is your impatience, your frustration, your that's how you're going to divert your anger. So figure out a way to be honest with yourself and say, yes, I am feeling angry over what's going on with this. I can acknowledge it. I can make different choices on what would work for me or what will allow me to let go of it. But if you just continue to bottle that anger up, push it down, pretend it's not there, say everything's okay, it's going to come out in little ways. You're going to get snappy. You're going to get upset at yourself. You may get headaches. So it's saying, let your feelings of anger emerge in a way that you can process them and let them go and not let them run you and rule your week. And because it's going to affect your digestion if you do. And it is showing that, rest assured, process it because your needs will be met. You've been feeling overlooked, and that's what's been frustrating you or getting you upset. The truth is, you'll find out later this month that it wasn't personal. You weren't being overlooked. So work with that. Let it emerge in the form of journaling or figuring out a way to move it through your body, maybe through physical activity. Be with it. Don't push it down anymore. Walk through it and allow yourself to let it go. All right. Next is the reading for the doers, people who tend to move through life through action and momentum. Let's see what's emerging for you this week. You know, it's showing that you're feeling stagnant. So boredom is what's emerging for you. You're wanting to shake things up, but just be with that feeling for a little bit. Allow yourself to move through it instead of thinking of ways to blow something up, because that's just going to cause more limitations in the long run. Sometimes we have to go through time periods of stagnation or a lack of movement. Sometimes it's just our spirits or our minds or our bodies need to rest. We need to come to that still point so that either something bubbles up that we get to let go of, or we get that rest we need to move on to the next step. So this feeling of stagnation, it's not who you truly are. And it's helping you get back into alignment with yourself. And it's helping you come face to face with something about yourself so that you can be successful. Don't rush and try to create something from this space just because you're bored. Because if you do, it's going to upset everything. Just allow yourself to take a deep breath, think outside the box, maybe do something creative. You have time. If you're feeling stuck or bored, do something that's going to open up your creativity. Something for fun that will open up your creativity. That'll help ground you, and that'll help you not continue to pick apart the details and try to think of ways to fill that void. Because my doers, when you reach a still point, you try to fill it. What's emerging this week is it's emerging. The stagnation is emerging so that you slow down and just treat it as a still point, not stagnation. It's a still point. So really important for you to flip the script and call it a still point and allow yourself to go with it. It's kind of like when the fish weren't biting, fishermen would stay in and they would repair their nets. They would take care of things that they could. They'd take advantage of the still point. How can you take advantage of the still point this week? Stop calling it stagnation. Stop thinking you're stuck. And just allow yourself to experience the still point. And finally, this message is for the builders, people who tend to move through life through structure, stability, and foundation. Let's see what this week has in store for you. You know, there's this sense of hope that's emerging with you. You've come through a time of trying to get things done, trying to feel like you've taken 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Now it feels like there's this sense of everything's going to be okay. You're going to start to see possibilities. You're going to start to recognize, I'd like to have fun again. What I need to know, what I need to do, all of that is already within me. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I can have fun while I'm doing it. Just this sense of optimism is what I see emerging for you this week. There's an opportunity that's going to present itself after this long period of delay that you've gone through. An opportunity is presenting itself for you. Take a look at what that support looks like, and it's going to support whatever it is that you're doing well. So just keep going a little bit, like one more day. It says, things are going to shift, and they are shifting past this point. And the support that shows up may surprise you. So allow that feeling of hope to wash over you. Know that, dawn is coming. It's getting brighter out. You're reaching the end of that tunnel and you're about to step into the light. And it's saying, just trust in that. Oh, so many things came up this week for the different pathways as far as emerging and what was bubbling up and what was coming up. So as you go through this week, leave a message, leave a comment for me. I'd like to know what's emerging for you. What would you like to step into? What's emerging for you? And if something in this reading brought up a question or a topic you'd like to explore personally, I do offer one-on-one readings and spiritual counseling sessions. And the link to book is in the description. I'd love to hear your comment on what's emerging for you this week. Oh, and if you want to go deeper with your specific type, I'm linking this week's full playlist in the description. Monday through Thursday, each type will get their own reading. So subscribe and you won't miss next week's messages. And I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.